Hello everyone, welcome. This is the first video that I am going to be posting on this channel, and I thought that it would be good to start off with doing a cash stuffing slash going over debt slash what my goals are. Just wanted to get started doing that. So yeah, I figured this would kind of be a good place to start, considering I am really just starting to go pretty heavy with wanting to get my debt paid off. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, just haven't started doing it. So I figured that I would start my journey and start it with you as well. So for the first one, we're going to be starting off with my September number 2 paycheck. So I get paid every 2 weeks on Friday. So this paycheck will be from September 25th until October 8th, which is when I get paid again. So I have just kind of gone over what my bills look like. So this section here, I kind of do a hybrid stuffing where I do some of my bills with my debit cards and then some of my other stuff with the envelope system. So my set bills I have here in this little section, and then the ones that are filled out are the ones that I actually have to pay on this pay cycle. So those are that's the reason why these ones here aren't filled out all the way. And then this here is all of my debt. The ones that have the arrows are the ones that I have to pay within this pay cycle. I will kind of go over some of these and explain the cash breakdown when we get to that. And then these two here are for my 2 envelope binders, which we will also get into. So as I mentioned, I am trying to hit my debt pretty heavy at the moment. So these 3 here, I've actually already paid those ones off. And then my Sephora card, it's just got this amount on there, and that's actually going to be paid off here within this pay cycle as well. And then this one here on my envelopes, you'll see it listed as motorcycle or mom. My mom bought me a motorcycle, so this is just me paying her back for that. And then I also owe some back on a different motorcycle for my partner. And then I have my student loans, my 2 biggest credit cards, and then my car payment is here. This is for my Volkswagen. I pay Volkswagen directly. So this is me being real and honest, just kind of where my debt sits. And like I said, the goal is to get this one here paid off. Like I said, this one was paid off prior, but we used it for something and had the money for it, so now it just needs to be paid off. And then this $1,800, it doesn't need to be paid off, but we're wanting it to get paid off. So that's where that stands. So this was just kind of going over what I was gonna stuff in my envelopes. With this being my first video, I am left-handed. So as you can see, there are a ton of smudges all throughout because I have the habit of dragging my finger when I write. So I thought that it might be just a little bit easier to do this off camera. That way I wasn't having to erase everything and come back every 5 seconds. So yeah, and then the saving stuff, I will probably go over that in my next video. I'm wanting to do a plan with me or budget with me for October. So I'll kind of go over my savings at a later date, just because the Sephora and the stuff that I owe motorcycle or mom is possibly going to be coming out of my savings, so the amount's going to change. So just wanted to have that cleared up. So let's go ahead and get into the envelope stuffing. All right, so this is what I'm going to be stuffing from this paycheck. As you saw from my income, I'm not necessarily low income, but I'm not high income either. So kind of somewhere in the middle. My paycheck is broken up kind of weird, just because at the moment I'm paying for back benefits that my company didn't take out. So stuff like that. So it's a little bit strange right now. My hours, my pay does change. I am not on salary. I am paid hourly, so my pay changes based on how much overtime I work, based on if we get holiday pay or not, if I take vacation, all of those types of things. So I budget kind of based on what I think I'll make, and then I come back and change it based on what I actually make. So today we're going to be stuffing 50, 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 60, 70, 80, 90, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 465. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be stuffing all of the ones. I just know that I needed ones, and so I grabbed what I had in my wallet because I get all of my cash from our ATM, and unfortunately the ATM does not give ones. I could go to the bank, but they weren't open when I went this morning. So yeah. So this is the first cash envelope that I'm going to be stuffing. This one is kind of my main binder, so this one has like stuff that I would pull from on a more regular basis, I guess, if that makes sense. So in here I have groceries. So groceries this week is getting stuffed with 55. And as I said before, I did already fill out the cards just because I am left-handed and I have a feeling that I'd probably wind up smearing something or spending more time than necessary on like fixing my mistakes. So we have 50, 1, 20, 40, and then 50. So 150 is getting stuffed in groceries. Normally this one I try and keep at $200, but we're actually staying at my mom's over the weekend. So I overstuffed my fast food one just because, being 100% honest, that's what we're going to be eating the most probably. We won't be doing a lot of grocery shopping. So my next envelope is gas. Sorry, I always forget, like, I have these alternating so they fit in here better, but I never remember which way. See, I think I just closed it. Okay. Geez, okay, sorry. Well, we will get this together. I will figure it out. So gas is going to be getting 15 this week. So with this envelope, I don't keep up with normal gas prices. The reason being, my partner, he actually pays for our gas at the moment. So this is just kind of like an emergency just in case I need to get gas and like he's not with me. So this one I try and keep at 50. I did have to use some, but I actually used it for an oil change, not for gas. So, but yeah, this one I try and keep at about 50. So we have 20, 30, 40, and then 50. So yeah, this has been, I actually just started doing this cash stuffing, and it has been an experience to say the least, and I'm definitely excited to see where it goes from here. So fast food, like I said, this one is getting overstuffed this time around. Normally I try and keep $30 in here, but since we're staying at my mom's, I did want to have just a little bit more in it. So we have 20, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. That's going to be going in there. And then I honestly, like, I didn't know what to do with the change, so it's just hanging out in there for the time being until I figure out what I really want to do with it. So then I have my pet care envelope. This one is going to be getting $55. So for this one, my mom is actually currently taking care of 2 of my dogs and 2 of my cats. Reason being is I moved out and they have a lot more space here. So this money goes towards like paying for my cat food, the cat litter, if my dogs need to get their vaccines, need to go to the vet. And then it also pays for my snake's food. So that's what the smaller bills are for. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55. So this envelope is now going to be at $75. And the way that I'm wanting to kind of do these, I kind of want to like roll some of them over. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be doing any challenges, just because, like I said, I am wanting to hit my debt pretty hard. So I haven't made a decision yet on how I'm wanting to do that, but I'm sure I will at some point. I just haven't gotten there yet. So entertainment is getting 20. This is for anything that I'll probably refer to him. I've called him my partner. It'll probably be my hubby, just because it's easier that way. So whichever one, it's the same person. So this is for he and I if we want to go see a movie. Sorry if you hear my cat meowing in the background. If we want to go see a movie, if we want to go, out to a bar, it's for stuff like that. So this one now has $60. And now that things were kind of lightening up with COVID, and then we'll see kind of where that goes. So beauty and vitamins, this one is getting 15. So we do take vitamins like vitamin C, all that type of stuff. And then I do get my eyebrows threaded like once a month. I don't do it as often as I'd like to, or I don't even want to say as I should. So this one's just for stuff like that. If I need new face wash, if I need makeup, which I don't buy or wear. Oh goodness, what is all of that? See what I'm talking about? I didn't even write with anything and I still managed to get marker all over myself. So beauty and vitamins now has 10, 20, and 30. So there's that. Oh, one of those 10s was real wrinkled. Medical expenses is getting 50. So one of my medical expenses, I see a doctor at UC Health, and I actually had a doctor's appointment today, and I thought that I was going to have a $50 copay, or even a $30 copay, but I wound up not having to pay anything at all. But I do have to go back in 2 weeks to do like a women's wellness exam. And then my doctor was also wanting me to do like blood paneling and stuff. So on one of my debt things, it showed UC Health that was zeroed out. That one may also wind up getting a balance just because of having to go to the doctor, get wellness visits, do all of that. So this is to help with that. And then any copays I have. And then this also pays for stuff like prescriptions. I am trying an online counseling, which I already budgeted that into my debit card expenses. So that's just what this is for. So it has 50, 75 for that. My doctor was in another state, and then she actually wound up transferring to where I live. I live in Colorado. So that's been good to not have to drive to a different state just to see my doctor. So carb maintenance, this one is going to be getting stuffed with 35. So this one is for stuff like oil changes, things like that. I don't know why I used my gas one the last time. Honestly, there was no reason for me to because I had money in here, but I did, so it's fine. So this one now has 20, 40, 60, 75. And we were having some car issues, so my Mom has kindly been letting us use the Jeep, which is what needed the oil change. So this is going to be my debt snowball. I kind of like messed it up this month just because the sheet that I printed out, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know how I wanted it to look or be portrayed. So eventually this one is going to be for debt snowballs. So any credit card payments that I would have had. Sorry, my cats are currently eating dog food. So any credit card payments that I would have had, I would pull that minimum payment out in cash and then put it into my debt snowball. And then at the end of the month or when my next biggest debt is due, that's when this would be transferred into the bank and then paid to, yeah, and then I have stickers on my things. It's not really focusing super well, but I am a big Rick and Morty fan, if you couldn't tell. So that's my first binder, and then moving on to my second binder. So this one is more of my sinking funds style. So stuff that doesn't get pulled from on a regular basis, or stuff that is just I'm gonna accumulate over time. So my clothing and shoes fund, this one is going to be getting $10. So this one now has 10 and 20. These envelopes are new, so they're still a little bit stiff. I actually just got them today. And then I had different envelopes that were like designed and they opened at a flap in the back, and they weren't bad, I just didn't like them as much as these ones. But they did come with the little sheets that are they have holes in them. So that's why that's kind of different, is just because these are different style envelopes than the first ones that I got. So then household is going to be getting $10. This is obviously for household things that we need. So things like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, etc. We do buy most of our stuff in bulk, even though it's just the two of us. It's cheaper that way. So this one has $10, $11, $12, $13 in household. So next one is going to be gifts. So this one includes holidays and birthdays. This is going to sound weird, but like I'm not a huge Christmas person, and generally speaking, we don't do big, like, oh, it's Christmas, here's a ton of gifts, or hey, it's your birthday. We kind of like to do that stuff throughout the year. So more of like a, hey, I thought of you, here's this. I don't know, I feel like it's a lot less pressure. That's how we do it. So this one, I'm not going to be stuffing this like super heavy, just because it's not a huge deal for us. So right now this has 20 that I added today, and then the 10 from before. So $30 in gifts. So passport is going to be getting 20. I made the mistake of letting my passport expire, so I'm saving up $200 to go towards getting a new passport, and then once that's paid for, they are good for 10 years, so I might throw like a 10 in here once in a while just to help, pay for the passport renewal at that time. But anything else, it'll go towards any vacation funds that we want to do. So this one now has $40. And this is only my second time stuffing these envelopes. The first one I did was just kind of to see if I would like it, if it was something that I wanted to keep doing, and it is. So yeah, that's kind of this journey. So motorcycle mom, this is where the weirdness kind of comes in. So I pay $50 every paycheck, so it's about $100 a month. I throw my snowball funds at this, so this is getting $50, plus I did an extra $19 just for fun. I don't know why. Plus the $29 that I had from my Sephora card that's going to get paid off. So I would pay $29 towards it. However, I am going to pay that off. So I just decided to put this towards this motorcycle fund, since this one is bigger. I already have the funds to pay off that other card, if that makes sense. So this motorcycle mom one is going to be getting $98. So we have 50, 60, 70, sorry, I'm counting in tens. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, good grief, 5. Oh, sorry, and I just hit the camera there. So we have 98, so motorcycle mom, let's see, and that dog sticker, it was a dog that said wow, but everyone agreed that it looked more like it was saying mom, so I stuck it upside down to read as mom because I thought it was fitting. Mom now has 100, 50, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 5, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Motorcycle Mom now has $375 in the envelopes. Miscellaneous spending. So this one is to cover anything that, like, if I go over or if I just don't really know what category to put it in, that's where this kind of comes into play. So this one is getting $10. So I'm not going to pull that 5 out. It now has 15 in there. This one doesn't have a sticker yet because I didn't have anything that I was like, oh yeah, that would fit for that. So that's why it's blank. I do have some more stickers coming in. So I might wind up putting one of those on there. So this is transportation, which it's not for gas or anything. This is actually for my OHV and my registration. So the registration would be for my VW that I drive on a daily basis. And then I do actually have a Toyota that is currently out of commission. I'm trying to decide if I want to sell it or not. And then the OHV would be for my dirt bike, which it's a enduro. So, I mean, it's a street legal dirt bike. So this goes towards the OHV for that so we can go off-roading. And then registration for my car. And that one is getting stuffed with $20. So that one now has 20, 35 in it. And then my last envelope is for my WordPress. So I do have a blog. I have had it for a few years now. I'm not super active on there. I am wanting to, I hear you. I am wanting to get back on it and kind of start fresh and tie it into this channel if I can. So this is for the yearly fee. I actually just paid it in June, I think, before I started this. So just trying to get this stuffed. It's $66 for the year. So I stuff $6 in it. So that way it'll be paid off here soon. And then the $6 can then go towards something else. I know it's not a lot, but $6 does add up fairly quickly. So this one now has $5, $10, $11, and $12. And then I do have $1 left over, so I'm just going to put that in my Motorcycle Mom, that sounds so funny, envelope, just so there's extra in there. So yeah, that is my cash envelopes. I'm sure that they might change, evolve, grow over time depending on what I choose to do. But yeah, like I said, my biggest thing at this moment, I am wanting to hit my debt pretty hard. So I wanted to be completely transparent about where I sit with that. I do have several $1,000s of credit card debt. And then I do have a couple thousand in student loans, as well as my car loan. So wanting to get all of that paid down, paid off, and wanted to take you on the journey of what a kind of bi-weekly basis looks like for me. So if there's anything that you want to see, if you want me to go over, if you want me to do a video on my job, anything like that, just let me know and we can evaluate and kind of go from there. So thank you so much for watching my first video on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have an awesome day or night wherever you're at in the world. Thank you. Bye.